Jamila. So, I wanted to come and talk about something real quick. Um, because I have been connecting with my celestial ancestors, the ones way, way, way up there. And I think it's important to do that. In fact, there's certain communications, and I'm starting to be able to link and tie certain situations into these ancestors communicating. I'm starting to realize where a lot of that communication is coming from, and knowing how to react and how to take it. And I don't know what the hell that damn smell is. That's weird. That is so weird. I don't know where all of a sudden the smell just came through here. So, I've been thinking all day about certain stuff because I had saw this meditation that was really beautiful, and it was talking about it was like a meditation to clear out ancestral trauma and karma, because all of our ancestors have karma, especially if you manifested yourself somewhere between the 60s and now. Okay. Sorry, y'all. All of a sudden, my allergy, like for some reason, as soon as I was about to go live, I sneezed, and then I started smelling something. It's like a weird ethery smell. It's really strange. And because I've been really busy, and sometimes they take me away from my work so that I can focus on certain things. This is weird. They take me away from my work because what that had gotten me to thinking about was looking in the cards, and um, because I've been so basically I've been preparing for classes. Okay, I've been preparing for a student. By the way, I only have one spot left because I'm only going to do two students per month for tarot. But there are certain cards that your spirit guides will tell you certain things. It's just like you can diagnose a pregnancy, you can diagnose certain things. And so I had asked the spirits, just for research purposes so that I'll be able to educate my students. And, but then it led me to other stuff that I guess is supposed to be a distraction. They're really good at communicating with you that you have to stay focused and stay on point. A lot of times it's really important to not allow these distractions. And then I had to do a release today too. Um, Probably about an hour and a half ago, there was a release. So that's why it took me so long, because I was going to come on here earlier and talk about this. And then I was going to show y'all some other stuff. But a lot of the times when it's a traumatic situation, it is our, those really, really high ancestors up there. So anytime something starts to bother me or hurt me on this planet, it draws me home to them. And see, I'm a little confused because I've been trying to figure out where my home is, and it's many, you can really tell by your birth chart, your zodiac chart, which ancestors those are. And so for the past several years, I've been connecting with Andromeda, but now I'm being pulled towards Arcturian for some reason because of those seeds that we need so bad, right? Because y'all know I'm an indigo. And, basically, indigo children, we have traveled the galaxy to many places. Right now, the Arcturians are trying to heal people. They're trying to heal the planet really, really bad. So that's why a lot of the Roe versus Wade stuff is coming up. And, that's why a lot of that stuff is happening because they're trying to heal the planet. And a lot of people don't understand that because people are stuck on political. And that's one of the ways that they are healing the planet is by doing some of the stuff that they are doing, and then also in certain areas. But anyway, um, I do believe I'm rambling a little bit. So, um, what I want to talk to about, I want to talk to the star seeds out there because I think it's really important at certain times. So, like right now, with everything that's going on, there's war. There's war on planet Earth. And the gods, which to me, they all represent light. I don't really believe that any of them are below us like that. I believe that they all above us. And I could be wrong on that, and my theory could change on that. But I believe they're all above us, and so they're not at war like we are. That's your confusion. That is your fear. That is your lack of trust that causes war. So, and I think that in order to get through them, though, I think that you do have to work on that ancestral trauma because it's a lot of it. It's a lot of it. That's why they talk about worldly issues the way that they do, which, honestly, none of it even really exists and it doesn't even matter. So, they're not at war. We are. People on this planet are at war because of our confusion, our fear, our need to dominate and control, our need to be in competition with one another. That's a big one. People in competition, people need to have that competition for them to have some kind of composition, and it just don't make no sense because it should be all about survival. It should be about survival. And things are changing a whole lot. Um, a lot. So right now, what we need to connect with is calling in the consciousness of whoever, wherever you're star seated, especially the 4th of July, that is directly connected to them. Why do y'all think that we like to see fireworks that are in the sky? Because that is the connection. So, like for the next couple of days, all of that pettiness need to be put away. And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people have a hard time doing that. So, and I'm talking about staying in that energy, staying in that mind control, staying in that mode of war. Our star seeded ancestors, our galaxies, and our, because those are who they are, who are in control. Last night I went up to the store and I saw a big cloud in the sky, and it literally was shaped just like a bomb. Like, you know those bombs that blow up the, blow up the earth, that can blow up the earth. It was literally shaped like that. And in my theory, I believe that they done tried to blow this earth up probably hundreds of times. Somebody got mad and pulled the plug, but then God, woke us all up that morning. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this, and you can even tell by the way you feel, by the way you hear, and sounds, and stuff like that. You can even tell. You know what I'm saying? Just the way things sound, and the way uh I know that when they had first started contacting me, the because, and you know what? Do I believe that everybody on this earth is a star seed? Not really. Not really. Those are the ones that are making war. Those are the ones that are at war. You couldn't possibly be a star seed, because most of us that are, we speak from a place of deep truth and knowing. And if you're constantly at war all the time, there is no spiritual war. It's just life and light. That's it. So you can relax. You know what I'm saying? You can relax and chill, but a lot of people can't do that because this world and these worldly issues, it done swallowed them up. So during the 4th of July, especially, because it used to, 4th of July still is my favorite holiday. You know what I'm saying? It is still is my favorite holiday. I've always loved it. My mother hated it because of all of the noise and stuff. My mother just wanted quiet. But I've always loved it because a lot of our ancestors are speaking to us during this time, and they're protecting us. So it's important to know who to connect with. And a lot of people that follow me, like a lot of the people that like me and connect with me, you would be considered to be either an indigo or crystal child. Okay, which means that you are very, very different. We don't hear too many people talking about indigo, or either, or at least we haven't been, and we're gonna start talking about that a lot. In fact, I'm gonna do a collective reading for indigo and crystal children, because this that we're dealing with is so far removed from our nature. And it ain't that it's nothing wrong with earth, because earth emulates our nature. It does. That's why we're here, at least in this consciousness that we're in. And I think right now what we're dealing with, the negative karma of our ancestors that were 100 years ago, 50 years ago, 500 years ago, was the need to be in competition. If you know anything about indigo children, that's stupid. We look at that as stupid. We don't, and you know what, we're the most hated. Indigo children and crystal children are usually hated, misunderstood very often, because we're considered to be disruptive. Okay, to the to the status quo, or either the agenda. Okay. um I have had the pleasure of reading a lot of people's charts, but now it's all about connecting with where you're at in the galaxy. It can either be indigo crystal, which means that you come from all corners of the universe. It could be um, because most of y'all that I speak to are star seeded, like all of y'all. Okay, Andromeda, Arcturian, Palladian, Sirian, Orion. And it is important to know where you are at in the swing of things. So I try to let people know that. You know what I'm saying? Just on a side note. And I've been learning more about that and doing more research on that. Um, just to broad, and expand my knowledge of what's actually going on. And then understanding what's happening planetary, with the planets and stuff, and how that's affecting everybody. So that's something that I've been, learning. But I've always known that I am an indigo crystal child. So, indigo crystal children, they seem to be above people in their pettiness. Now, we're not above our family. We're not above our loved ones, our children, the people that we love, because that's why we're here, to experience Earth, and because I believe that everybody here, and even throughout the whole galaxy, of course, there is life on other planets. There's life on the sun, the moon, Jupiter, Neptune. Those are our ancestors as well, in my humble opinion. So a lot of this petty stuff that we get caught up in, it's annoying, because it makes it difficult to focus people in their, things that don't even matter, because it doesn't matter. They talk so goddamn much. People that's talking that much and trying to tap into your telepathic or either your psychic abilities, they're trying to cut you off from communicating from the Most High, which is our star mothers and star fathers. That's why they do that. Because if you, and some of them have lied to us, like for example, when you get the ringing in your ears, the reason why you get that is because of lack of clarity. But at the same time, your ancestors are trying to communicate with you, but they trying to fill your head up with so many jigsaw puzzles. Like, it's annoying. Like, those people are factually being dealt with. I'm gonna tell y'all that right, straight up and down. And so I was talking about aliens like about a week or two ago. I wasn't talking about our ancestors that love us, because our ancestors that love us, they are factually alien. They're you know what I'm saying? They're aliens. They look, in my opinion, they look just like us. I don't necessarily go by the drawings of them. You know how they got drawings of them? I don't go by that. But like these other beings that are here, that's trying to disrupt. life and your ascension. And it all ties in there with witchcraft. Witches have always been connected with that. Witches have always been connected. Who was it that was trying to disrupt the witches? And who in the hell are these witches out here that all they doing is they want to, they want to upset the balance because of their pettiness. And so, witches have a strong connection with that. And they always have. Us witches have always been connected with that. That's why we have the pointy hats, because that pointy hat has nothing to do with lynching somebody or hurting somebody, even though, because witches originally, they were the midwives, they were the healers. They did all of those things, and then all of a sudden, things change, and it was a mistake. I personally feel, and I don't personally feel, I know that factually, the witches that healed and made medicine, when we look at our earthly ancestors, because we're considered to be below, they're above, right? And I believe below would be, what's that other planet? There's a planet that's below us next to the sun. Anyway, they messed up. They got the wrong information, and now it's all confused. So they're communicating with us right now. I was looking up, because I'm doing a crown of success ritual for a client. I was actually looking up green female candles on Amazon, and I came across these really pretty depictions of Venus, which is the planet Venus. They came in the form of candles, so I grabbed a couple of those too. And it's real bad out there. You know what I'm saying? Just and they doing all kind of stuff to get into people's heads, and it's like, whose side are you on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the obsession with destroying this planet, which they will never be able to do? That's what they want to do. It's so sad what we're dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? We just want to shut their asses up, shut up, so we can focus on what the fuck they're saying to us. Shut up. They just constantly just going on. It's no need to really put no damn curse on them people. Anytime somebody is like it just don't make no damn sense, man. Just the constant, you have a very, very powerful being that is communicating us, from this galaxy that's far away, and you got some stupid jackass trying to interrupt that frequency all the time. That puts you at the bottom of the totem pole. It don't matter what race you are. The hell is wrong with you? And we got people on this planet that's actually trying to pick and choose and do, man, that's y'all problem, man. That's not what y'all are at war. The gods are all working together, and they oppose. They are in opposition Of all of that, all of them, they manifested themselves in different ways. They did, and they oppose all of that. They don't like that, man. And I'm tired of people lying and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like all this manipulation and stuff that they trying to do. And you know, Jamila is the type of witch that's uncovering the truth and uncovering the truth, you know, wiping out the lies and stuff, the deception. So, you know what I'm saying? It's annoying. So, I got some interesting stuff to show y'all next week though. I got some really, really interesting stuff. I'm gonna get on camera real quick and show y'all these candles that I got. If you still with me. The, I got some copal resin bowls, and I ordered some. I wanted to get some camphor blocks. I'm gonna wait and get some through my supplier because Amazon they wanted me to buy like a like it was you know I can get camphor for cheaper than that camphor blocks. Get your camphor blocks. Okay, you gotta have them camphor blocks. Okay, get them and see that will help to clear out all of that damn crazy communication with you. You know, they just want to be a distraction because evidently it must be jealousy. They must not be connected or in tune. All of the healing energy that they've been sending us so much healing energy is ridiculous. I'm kind of looking like crap, y'all, right now. Okay. I got these wonderful uh candle statuettes that depict the energy of Venus. And these are actually soy candles. So I wanted to show y'all that real quick. I know I'm kind of laying around the house doing work and stuff. So yeah. It's real sad. Like really, to be honest with you, if you stay connected with what's up there, like seriously, like you really ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, now what I will tell you is that we do have to protect ourselves from bodily harm. They send all of these plants and stuff here and these herbs and stuff because the enemies they want to do bodily harm, and one of the ways that they're trying to do it is they're trying to get you to do it to yourself by keeping you stressed out and all that crazy mess. And it's insane. It's a lot of insane people in this world. You know what I'm saying? So stay connected, find out who you are and stay connected. And I was thinking about doing like a discussion on that, but I'll keep it at the private readings. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys really, really need to go, and I'll put it on the website to where y'all need to find out who you're connected with up there. Who are you connected with? And if you are an indigo, depending on your chart, I think that what indicates that I am an indigo is that one placement in my chart where my Neptune is in Sagittarius. I had wrote that stuff down because I've been studying that. And then also the frequencies of numbers are very powerful. Hold on a minute. Should stay away from obsessed and obsessive ass people. Stay away from them, man. That's terrible. Hold on. I had wrote this down somewhere. My chart is really dominated by Gemini, Libra. Yeah, it's dominant in Gemini. Yep. So if your Neptune or your Pluto is in Scorpio, Libra, or Sagittarius, that would indicate that you're an indigo, rainbow, or crystal child. Okay, and rainbow doesn't mean, sexual orientation. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean anything. That's not like a precursor for that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's really interesting. They are very comforting. I think that a lot of and see, that way you can learn how to meditate too. It'll give you that power of that meditation because, now some of y'all, for example, if you are, hold on a minute. If you have Taurus strong in your chart, then that means that you have Syrian connections and maybe connections with Egypt and Native Americans, okay? If Pisces is strong in your chart, then that means that you are connected with Pleiadian. And so my son is the Pisces god of all gods. If you saw his chart, it would and there's no mistakes. Like sometimes I looked at his chart and my mouth dropped, right? My 9-year old, I looked at his chart and my mouth dropped because it was nothing but Pisces, filled with Pisces. So that means that he's definitely Pleiadian connected. Okay. Oh, we don't want to know about naked whores. No, thank you. Bye. Naked whores. No, thank you. You trying to make me itch. Um, anyway, so sometimes I'll sit here and I'll listen to the Pleiadian frequencies for him. And it helps me to connect and better understand. So it's important for you to understand your children too. And so, because I used to, I don't know, like, I don't think it would have changed even if I would have waited to go into labor naturally. I think I was induced for a reason. I actually scheduled my induction when I had Jacob, which was very different from my other children. And, somehow he was born with nothing but, I mean, it's just filled with Pisces. It is crazy. His sun, his moon, his Mercury, every damn thing is Pisces. So, and that's pretty special because I ain't never seen anything like it before in my life, but that's definitely Pleiadian. So learn your chart, learn how to read it and interpret it if you don't know how. You guys can, come to me or somebody else so that you can figure this out because a lot of you guys will find yourself lost. You look around and you be like, what the fuck is going on here? What is going on? What is this? And there is a physical reality. It really is. And so I think that my chart is very balanced, to where it's like an acceptance of that. Well, I don't have to accept that. I mean, we're all here in some kind of physical reality, but, it's just, it's one of those things that a lot, and a lot of people are talking about this right now because, you know, they look at us and they look at the people that's starting these wars and all this war, and they don't really like it. They're not at war. Now they will go to war if they have to, but let's keep it a buck. They're in control. I've realized that so many times how much they are in control and in power. And it's something that a lot of people are going to have to accept. There's a lot of people that are obsessed with hurting people. Evidently, it must be some pain and suffering that they must be suffering, but Some of them ain't. You know how they say hurt people hurt people? I don't believe that. I believe that some people are just sociopathic, disconnected emotionally, and they just like to see human suffering. That's just, I don't agree with a lot of people that say, oh, that person is just hurting. I don't think so. I just think that some people either are sociopathic or they don't know, they probably don't even belong. Their consciousness doesn't really belong. And they're describing it as witchcraft a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, oh, this is witchcraft. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, there's evil, wicked witches, but a lot of them, do you blame them for being wicked? It's because, people don't know how to act. People don't know how to be. People don't know how to exist. They don't know how to coexist. So, it's real bad. Learning who you are, because that is your protection. That's your protection. You know that? Your protection comes from them, from that frequency. From that frequency wave, that's where your protection comes from. Okay? Because it starts in the mind. Your protection is going to come from your star mother or your star father. And they've been doing evil stuff on this planet for, since the beginning of time, to try to prove to people that they don't have no damn protection when we do. Okay? So it's insanity. And they get to acting up. Let me tell y'all something. Sit back and relax and watch the fireworks is what I'm going to do. Straight up and down is what I would do. Sit back and watch the fireworks and enjoy life, because it's almost like they're here, but they're here to protect us. You ain't really got protection when all day and all night you wrapped up in some damn warfare. That's crazy. And you see a lot of people that are at a, not only a social disadvantage, but they are at a spiritual disadvantage because they don't have that. They don't want to, either they don't have it, or it just ain't for them, or they feel embarrassed about, understanding that, or even admitting to having some kind of understanding. There's some people that, they relate ignorance to some kind of power, and we know that there's never going to be any power in ignorance, in the ignorant things that they do day and night, all day and night. If you were to, because all of y'all, let's keep it a buck. All of y'all right now can see what the people in your life that's trying to hurt you, you can see them. You can see them right now. They just, they going nuts. They cray cray. They're not in that lucid state like you are, because lucid means sane. They lack that lucid energy. They don't have it. They don't. They don't have that energy. So what they doing is they mad and they angry and they upset. They trying to monitor you, but they being monitored while they try to monitor you. you know. And so if you look at them, like any one of the people, that the entities that don't like me, I can see you right now. You looking kind of crazy there. You looking kind of cray cray. Okay, and so, but I think that the point is to not let it disturb you. Try not to let it disturb you and, you know what I'm saying, interrupt your frequencies too much. Take the time to vent. Everybody needs to vent. Everybody needs to vent straight up and down. But after you've taken that time to vent, that is when you take, you bring it on back, pull yourself back together. Okay. And I think if you stay connected, well, I know if you stay connected, you'll be okay. But, and then also changing your reaction and understanding why those people are doing that. Why are they doing that? Hey, mama, why are they doing that? What's the point? There is no point. It really isn't. A lot of people say that it's the creation of energy. I don't agree. I don't agree. I think that they are trying to take energy. You know what I'm saying? They trying to take energy, which is ridiculous. But other than that, we cracked the code on that already. That's why a lot of y'all are tired. A lot of y'all don't have energy. You wondering why your energy is zapped the way that it is, and it's because they're purposely stealing energy that evidently what happened? Did you get cut off from the universe or something? Good. That's pretty much what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else can you do? What else is there to do? Most of us have been on this planet long enough, or we've existed long enough to know that there's nothing else for you to do is to just relax and chill out. And see, there's a lot of people that suffer from anxiety. Anxiety is the lack of that lucid energy that you need. So we have a lot of anxiety sufferers out there. And you got to heal that anxiety because that anxiety does factually come from the heart chakra. Yeah. I know that's right. That's how I am. That's how I am. I'm the same. Mama, I am the same exact way. I am the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? I mind the business that pays me. That is so true. But see, here's what I don't like. I don't like it when people try to recreate black ancestral trauma. I don't like that. And that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with people doing that because we are dealing with internet trafficking. Who to thunk it? That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with people, they use your name, they use your image, and it's just like that within itself. I believe that the gods hate that. I don't believe they like that. So the gods speak through us. Everybody that I know, I done called God speaking through my son a few times. They speak to us through that, but God is telling them, I don't like what you're doing. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. It's not. And see, being that I'm an indigo child, I know for a fact that people freaking out, fighting over stuff, that ain't the way to go with it. I've been like that my whole life. Okay. I've been like that my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people are scared. It's no need to be scared. You know, everybody always it's a paranoia and a fear that a lot of people have, and that's pretty much the consciousness that's on this planet that is messing people up is that fear and that paranoia. It's pretty bad too. So, and the way that I deal with that is I meditate. I meditate, at least, on some days I'll meditate longer, but at least 15 minutes per day, and you try to tell folks, well, you need to meditate. Like these folks still, they go around the world and then they come back and same song, or you meditate. No, I don't believe in that. Well, get out of my face then, because I can't. I can't do it. And they may feel like, well, I don't trust them frequencies. I don't trust that. They don't trust it. It's weird. It is. It's weird. And everything. Hold on, y'all. I got to go wash my hands real quick. I was over here eating sardines. I like sardines. Just straight up with a little bit of pink salt on them. No crackers. Hold on. I'll be right back. Then also, here's another message that's coming straight from my ancestors is don't let these people distract you away from taking care of your health. That's another thing. They'll distract you into an early death. They will. Oh, shit. God dang it. Let me put that right there. Yeah, man. Don't let them distract you away from your health and stuff. You got to take care of your health. You know what I'm saying? Because they be doing too much around here. They be doing way too much, and see, they and I done caught them sitting up here talking about they gonna do a magical spell to cause bad health on folk. Purposely. People that ain't paying no attention to them and shit. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what's gonna be their karma for that. That's terrible. So, y'all, just relax. That's really what I wanted to say is to just relax. These people that's messing with you, witchcraft can be an excellent therapy. They are sending you energy that can turn into physical matter in your body. So it is important to protect yourself, but your ultimate protection is going to come from above. You know, that's where that's going to come from, because they will protect you. I've always felt protected by my guardian angel. And I do believe that it's Saint Michael, but I also believe that it's something bigger than that. So, I'm kind of just rambling, but that's just what I'm getting. And why they get so hinty around the holidays, I'm thinking that we may have some Jehovah's Witnesses. Are we being stalked? Am I being stalked by a Jehovah's Witness group? It's weird. It's weird because they get to acting up during the holidays. Why are you ready to start a war with somebody on the damn holidays every time? And they be trying to do spell work and people be peaceful. And then all of a sudden, and see, but they spells don't work anymore. That's the problem, is that their spells stop working. It's a reason for that too. It's a reason for that. Your spells don't work no more, and they don't need to. If y'all notice, they spells don't work no more, man. And really, they never worked. They never actually worked. They just, it's so silly. And if you do have that ability to do magic, why are you doing that? I personally use my magical skills to help my clients and my family. I don't understand the obsession with trying to do harm to somebody. Um, you know, I don't get very many clients like that. And if my clients do come to me about any kind of revenge, it's typically because the person may have done something to them. You can't, and I don't believe in that. I don't believe in people necessarily having the ability to magically curse somebody that ain't did nothing to them. I don't believe in that. I think that if you are disconnected, I think there's a lot of people that are disconnected from that. I think it's a lot of them, but a lot of us, we equate death with that. But how do we really know where people go when they die? You never know. They may go to a better place. They may go through some kind of portal that takes them to the land of paradise. You don't know that. Whether or not they was good, bad, or indifferent. I think a lot of the issues is that people don't know how to learn lessons when they go through certain karmic lessons over and over and over again. They don't learn the lesson. And I think that it is a lesson. And it just don't make no sense of this. Are we ever going to see peace on this earth? That would be nice. That would be nice to see some kind of peace, and serenity. Instead of all that yelling and screaming and hollering and cussing. I can't stand that. I never could stand it. They and I used to be one of them type of people that, boy, I used to love to argue. When I had went to Lawrence, Kansas, a lot of that changed. People used to tell me, you need to become an attorney. I didn't become an attorney because I don't want to be sitting up there arguing all the time. You know, I'm gonna get back to taking my notes and stuff. So, I have been learning more about the tarot and expanding my knowledge of it. Uh, for my classes that I'm gonna be teaching. So that's mainly what I've been up to, aside from doing client work. So I am extremely busy. And, a lot of us are, we don't really have time for people that are confused and lost. Go find yourself. Go, I always tell people, if you confused, go look up at the sky. Nothing gives you more clarity than going and looking up at the sky. If you still arguing with me and tripping with me, then you're still confused. You're still confused. Okay. And a lot of this craziness, especially this whole thing on you. I swear to God, it's the dumbest thing ever. Folks coming on here, We got to get it together. You know what? I'm not even going to discuss it on none of my channels no more. This whole black and white thing and this ignorant thing to where, black folk attacking other black folk and stuff like that. That's just like with Little Kim at the BET Awards and stuff. I personally liked her performance. You know what I'm saying? But boy, black people cut into her like a with a knife, like they just ripped her to shreds. You know what I'm saying? And so it just, as soon as I said that, a extra flame popped up on this candle. Ain't that something? So yeah, I personally, it's all good. She's still a queen. Everybody, what's up with this thing to where? What's up with that though? That's weird. And it ain't just that, it's interracial racism and attacks and abuse, It's crazy. It is. You got to be out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even trying to deal with that at all. That's the most ignorant thing ever. So, I don't go around having debates no more about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. It's a lot of people that are angry and confused. They angry and they confused because they wondering why, YouTube.com doesn't allow, their hate groups to flourish. God, stop being confused. Yeah, what else can we say to them, y'all? You know, it's insane. And so these people are being controlled by a whole other entity that just wants chaos constantly. And I don't consider myself to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so protected. So anyway, these are the cutest little candles though. I like the depiction of Venus. All of it is symbolism. You know what I'm saying? When you break it down, but you know what I'm saying? um, Especially the bun that's tied on the back of her head, like a ponytail bun. You see a lot of symbolism in these candles. They're really nice. The arms cut off so that it can bring more accentual, what do they call that, so they can bring more attention to the head or the third eye, and then the torso with the with the with the sheet over it, okay, represents some kind of purity or chastity, okay. And then also represents fertility. Okay, and we've been, man, it's like it's been so much craziness. Like I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not even gonna get into it, man, because it ain't worth talking about. Because guess what? They done already healed us of all of those wounds that they tried to create, within the different soul groups and stuff. They tried to create so many wounds and so much hatred, trying to make folk hate each other and all this hatred. And it got to be, it gets to the point where you just say, screw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's annoying. It is annoying. But if anything happens that annoys you, I'm telling you, connect with those energies that we do have access to. It's been raining a lot over here too for a reason. It's been raining like cats and dogs over here in Georgia, which has been nice, you know. But they're not necessarily at war. Like a lot of people, they think, for example, they say, oh, I work with this person and you work with that deity. And so they think of it as if this deity and that deity is going to go to war or something. And that's funny when they think that way. That's not the way that it works. It all it is knowledge. That's all it is knowledge and wisdom. That's it. And knowing and discernment. That's all that it is your consciousness. Now, I do believe that our deities will protect us. Like when I did that Kali Ma invocation, Kali Ma will protect us from the enemies that try to do us harm. Absolutely. She's not going to go to war. She just going to do. She ain't. What's the war about? If it was any kind of war, most of them, they like, well, hell, we done already won. They would, what is the part that, I don't know. And then patience. Patience is everything. You'd be surprised if you practice the laws of patience and the energy of patience, what you will manifest during that time. That's just like y'all know I do spell work all the time. When I do spell work, guess what? When I do it, it's done. That's it. When I do it, it's done, and I don't cry about it. If it take, if I, even if I sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna make this happen in an hour, and it don't happen in an hour, it just it is what it is. I know that it's gonna happen. So patience is everything. I try to explain that a lot and coach my clients and stuff with that. Like the moment that you become patient and you let all that fear go, that's when it's gonna happen. Because there was a shift in consciousness when it comes to that. We can't. It's that's just like beating a dead horse. The horse is already dead. So anyway, I'm gonna go. It's time for my Netflix. I was gonna come back and do readings, but it done got late, and I'm gonna get to bed early tonight. So I'm gonna go. Y'all have a good one. I hope I inspired some of y'all to meditate. They already popping fireworks and stuff, so you know they always. I just don't want them to be shooting and stuff. That's why I did extra protection. I can't stand that shooting. Them stray bullets and stuff. That's not cool at all. Oh my God, it's all right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. What is this? Hold on. Who is this naked sex cheaper? What? You're right, Mama. We are our own worst enemies. People are. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, they was attacking Lil Kim. I personally enjoyed the performance. A lot of people have a tendency though they don't see what's right; they only see what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I would never want to be, a famous person like that. Screw that crap. We get rid of that troll. Yeah, with Little Kim, I personally think that the reason why she changed her appearance is because, and so they talked about her when she looked like her original self, and then when she changed herself, they still attacked her. So, you know, that's why you should just be you. But I still think that, she did her thing. hmm I guess it can be funny. Anything for a few laughs, huh? But when it stops turning into a joke and people start trying to actually do harm to people, that's when it gets serious. Seriously, that's ridiculous. But yeah, so all right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening. I'll see y'all later. Peace.